They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Najee Harris, 27 yards. And the Browns will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And you know, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Pierre Strong, 35 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Harris is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Harris. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead is Strong. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second down, here's Strong once more. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Taken down at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 4. Single 9.
Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On second down, they'll run it here. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And oh, it coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
29 is Mike 29.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
29 is Mike 29. Hey, let's get up.
Back to throw now on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Taken down at the 42. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side with Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On second down, a run with Strong. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson rolling to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Davion Taylor drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Cade York on now for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Watch tight end. 4 down, check.
Black ultra.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Mike's 50.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Hey, look. Mike's 50. Watch the curve.
31.
Mike 50.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end, Njoku. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Back to the court. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Come on, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Going for the deep ball. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Man up, D. Man up, D. What's that? You're not ready.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. Rolling. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Moore, the man in motion. Here we go on 4th. Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.